Hi, Natalie. Um, this is just an instructional video on how to add, edit, and delete products. Um, Let me know if you've got any questions. If you have any hassles with anything. So basically, I've also sent the login details to the website, so you can do this in an email as well. So basically, you go to products, you click on products, or you can click on add new product. Either one. If you go to all products, you can just add new product here. Then you just type in title, and then the product description. This product description, the top one, will show up in the bottom section of the product page, and this one will show up. The product short description will show up at the top of the page. So it's a bit confusing, but just remember that when you're putting descriptions in the product short description, which is at the bottom of the edit product page, is where you want to put the first bit of information, because it'll show up at the top of the product page. I'll show you what I mean once I've created the product. So you put in a title, and then you scroll down to product short description, and you put in like about a paragraph there. And then if you want to put in extra information, which will show up down the bottom, you can put it in here in the product description. So to create a simple product, this is just one without variations. You just put in a price, and then you put in, you can have stock management. So if you've got a certain amount of stock, you can put in, like, you can click that and you can put in, say you've got 20 available, you can put in 20. And then once those stock has run out, you can put in what will show up if a customer goes to the product. If you run out of stock, so like allow but notify customers, so that means they can put their email in, or allow, you can just, for back orders, that means they can order them and then you can send them off once you receive the stock yourself. And here you can limit purchases to one item per order. So that means you can limit the product to, they can only buy one at a time. They can't buy more than one at a time. And the SKU is just basically like, that's just for in-house, like for like a serial number, or a a number that identifies the product. For your inventory purposes. That's inventory. General is, you can put a sale price, for the price. You can put in like a sale price. You can have like 25 and then 20. So it'll show up like $5 off. And then the shipping. So basically you have to put in a weight and dimensions for the Australia Post to work. If you don't put in weight and dimensions, the Australia Post plugin won't work for that particular product. So it's just so it's like, and remember, it's grams and millimeters. So just make sure that you don't get that confused with kilograms. So like, so if it's a kilogram, that'd be like 1,000 grams. If it's 2 kilograms, it's 2,000. So it's 2,000 grams. The dimensions are in millimeters, so it'd be like, say, 240 by 250 by 400. So that's 24 centimeters by 25 by 40 centimeters. Don't worry about the shipping class. And this is a simple product, so I won't worry about attributes. I'll show you how to do the variable products next. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So it's, don't worry about these stripe settings. That's all set up. You mainly have to just worry about the title, a description, I'll just put that in there just for demonstration purposes, and then I'll put this in here just for demonstration purposes here, just to show you. And then price, sale price, if it's on sale, inventory. If you've got unlimited stock, you don't have to check that. If you run out of stock and you don't want to sell that particular product anywhere, you just uncheck that and then put out of stock or on back order. So it's pretty self-explanatory, that. And then the shipping, that's all you need to do. You don't have to worry about any of this other stuff. And now you add a category. So just say it's like saddles. And you can put that under a parent category if you've got one. So I'll add a new category. And then tags, saddles. You can put in as many tags as you want. Tags are like similar to the tags on, like Facebook or something. You can also add in product categories from here and tags from there as well. But it's easy to just adding and if you've already added products categories in and you're creating a new product, you just make sure it's checked the category that you want to add it to. Always make sure that you add it to a category. And last is the images, and you can either so this is the main image. You have to add a main image. Always add a main image. This one here. The product gallery is just extra images. So like you have to add an image, and you can either add an image from the images you've already got uploaded, or you can upload one from your computer. I'm just going to add one from here, and you can add in like just more images to add in, like several images. That one there, for instance. That one there. That one there. So, and you can add them in like so. And that's about it. And then once you've done that, you just click publish. And I'll just quickly show you what that looks like. And so you can just right click on that, and open a new tab. That's the easiest way I've found. If you click on it directly like that, it'll just do that, but then just click the back button on your browser or something. You're better off just clicking like right click, open a new tab, or you can click view product. So that's what the product looks like, and you can see there's see how the bottom description is put up top. So just make sure you realize that the first product description will go down the bottom, and the short description, this one here, will be placed at the top. So the short description, and then you've got like additional information that shows you the white, and people can leave reviews, but I've set that up so that only if they own an account and they're a verified customer. So basically, they have to have purchased a product. The website will check the orders and the name that they're putting in the email, in the orders, and we'll only let them leave a review. But any other reviews you can manually. That's the product categories and all that. So I'll quickly go on to how to make it a variable product. So that's a simple product. So what you do is you go into any product. I'll just go into the same product, and then you click on this drop down and click variable product. And you can see here, this is where once you've made it a variable product, you go to attributes, Now there's two ways you can do this. You see how it's got attributes here? What you can do is you can create instead of um, adding in the attributes to each product, if you create attributes here, you can just choose from the drop down and just put it in. Otherwise, you can just copy and paste. So just say, for instance, um, you want to drop like variations of the product. There's different colors, so you put in colors. That's the name. And then what you do here is just say like it's blue, red, and black. So you put in blue, and then you use the pipe character on your keyboard, which is usually located above the enter key. It's just a straight line, and then say grey, and then white. Make sure you put the pipe carrier between, because that separates the different colours. And then you make sure that they're both checked. They're usually checked by default. So that's just visible on the product page and use for variations. And then you click Save Attributes. And then you go to Variations. And then just click on Generate I'll actually put in, I'll make a new one called Sizes. And then like small, medium, large. Make sure they're both checked. Click Save Attributes. So you've got colors and sizes. And then you go, once you've added in the attributes, there could be others there too. You click Variations. And what this will do is you can add manually, but that's time consuming. All you do is you click on Generate Variations. And what it'll do is it'll create a variation that combines all the attributes, which is the colors and sizes and any other attributes that you've created, and it'll use them to generate them onto the product page. So you just click that, and then I'll say if you want to generate all variations. So basically, like if most of the time you won't have more than 50, but if you have, you have to read, like you have to keep doing it until generate variations and then do it again. So you click OK and see how it's generated. Like a variation for each size and color. So it's got like blue, and then small, medium, and then grey, and then white. So it does it all for you. So it saves a lot of time. That. So basically, what you do then is you have to go through each variation and put in a price. Now, if you don't put in a price, and the SKU can be the same for all the variations, doesn't matter. The variation that they pick will show up on the orders page. I'll show you that once I've done this. So that's just an example SKU. You have to put in a stock, at least a stock and a price for these variations to show up. If you don't put in a stock and a price, then you can also, what you can also do is instead of adding in, so you have to add in at least a SKU and a price, otherwise they won't show up. So make sure you do that for each variation. And another way of adding prices in by bulk is you go up here and see bulk actions, set regular prices. This will set a regular price for all variations. So this will save a lot of time as well. So it's $12.50. I mean, if each variation has a different price, then you have to add them in manually. But if they're all at the same price, then you can just do it this way. And then you click OK, and that'll save. And now all of them should have, so all of them, and you can also do that with you can also do other bulk things as well. So like you can set the length and the width and the height and all that'll automatically be in there because it'll base it on the main product that you put in earlier. So make sure that you put in the weight and all that in the shipping before you add variations. So if you've got you can bulk toggle manage stock. You can manage stock on each variation. So like manage stock here, and then you can add there might be like 20 of blue and medium size and 30 of blue and small size. So there's a lot of things you can do, and the and that's pretty much it. So like that's how you can manage each variation. And then once you've made all those changes, set the regular prices in bulk. You click Save Changes. Now, when you go to the product page, there will be a drop down. So it's got colors, blue, medium, and they have to choose both of those before they can add them to cart. If they don't choose one of them, the card option will be blanked out, and it'll say that. So that's once you do a couple of products, and I'll show you how to duplicate products too, which will make a lot easier. So basically, so that's about it. That's single products and variable products, and to if you've got like colors with the attributes. Yeah, I don't think you can do that because you haven't added any to the attributes here. But like if you're doing it instead of adding the colors and the attributes into each into each separate product, all you need to do is just see that, copy to a new draft. Oh, make sure you update this one. But you can copy a product to new draft, and what that'll do is it'll just make a copy of the product. And see how it's still not published until you publish it, and then you put in like test 2, so like test 2, and then save draft, automatically update the URL, change the description, and see how it's got like all this here already, so you don't have to do it again. So you've got attributes, it's already got the colors and the sizes, and if it's slightly different, you can just add them in here. It's as simple as that. And the variations, if you add in new attributes, for instance, uh, red, just say this is just a slightly different product. You click Save Attributes, you add in the extra color, like I just did, Save Attributes, and then go to Variations, and then generate. You have to click Generate Variations if you've added in a new attribute, and see how it's added in the new attribute. And then you have to go into them and make sure you put a price in. Otherwise, that's very important. You have to put in a price for each variation, at least a price and a SKU of some kind. If you put in a SKU up here, before creating the variations and all that, if you put in a SKU, it'll put in the SKU into the variations automatically. So you won't need to do that. So that, I mean, it's just like I'm sure you'll figure this out. It's not that hard once you get the hang of it. and then you click publish, and there's the new product. And it's got the extra variation there, which is the it hasn't got there. Just hang on a sec, I'll just check. So it's attributes, colors, red. Oh, it's because I haven't put the, see what I mean? It's because I haven't put the price in. So you got to make sure that you put the price in the new variations if you add them in there. That's I'll just do bulk actions at regular price. So that'll be $12.50. So that's, see what I mean? You have to put in there. You make sure you have to put in the price. Otherwise, they just won't show up. Because it makes sense, if the price isn't in there, it can't. So there it is there. So it's red, and then it's one. So that's it. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll show you quickly. I think what else? I'll just quickly show you around the orders is pretty self-explanatory too. There's no orders in there, but I'll just quickly show you what the orders is pretty self-explanatory. You'll get a notification email saying that someone's purchased something, and then this is the orders section. That's the customers section. This will list all your customers. There's reports as well. Like that'll if you want to access that, and then there's the orders. This is where the orders are. The orders are self-explanatory. You can. Well, I mean, there's several options if you want to refund someone. There's Stripe, you can refund them. You can refund them here as well, I think. But you can change the status of the order here. It'll have like up top here. It'll have like processing or completed or blah 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 blah. Just the order will just have the customer details. It'll tell you the shipping, which is express or normal post. So just make sure you take note when the orders come through. You have to come in here, and this will tell you the type of shipping method that they chose. So just make sure if they've chosen express to use, Australia Post Express instead of normal. So because you won't receive that information in the notification email. The notification email will only tell you that someone's ordered a product, and it'll just have a link there with a link back to the order in here. And here's where you'll get the info. And the Stripe won't have that information either. It'll just have the money and the payment options. That's it. This is the order is where the orders section is where you'll find all the information about the shipping method, customer details, the address, and everything like that. I'm pretty sure that Stripe holds some of that information as well, but the orders section is like, and so this is I've set up the shipping plugin, and also the payments. So that's, for instance, this is what the customer will see, and then they'll proceed to checkout, and then they'll put in their address. The shipping options will come up. The shipping options will come up when they put their address in. It won't show up beforehand, so they can choose that one. Or they can choose Australia Post. And the payment options, that's their credit card, Afterpay, Zip, all done. And you can test this by purchasing one of your products with your own credit card, and the money will just go back into your Stripe account. You might lose 50 cents and, like $1 or something by doing it because of the fees. But everything will work. Everything will work. And everything's working now, so it's all good to go. If you have any questions, Natalie, just let me know, and I'll get onto it. All right, so that's ciao for now.